Alright, so before we hop into the video, I quickly want to shout out my new channel. Link to it will be the only link in the description below. It's pretty much just a channel I want to create that's going to be all about football. Either about the draft, either about Madden, either about real life NFL. It'll be in the description below, so there will be no more football content on this channel. It'll all be moving to my new channel, which used to be my in real life channel in 2018. But it's going to be all about football like I mentioned. Go check it out. Link in the description. Now let's get into the video. What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome here today to me reacting to Nick Wright's NBA awards for the 2021 season. It's his early NBA awards. So, yeah, it's pretty much going to be me watching this 11-minute video, seeing who he has as MVP, Rookie of the Year, etc. I don't know if he's doing any, finals predictions or All-NBA, but I'm guessing, or if he's going to have multiple MVP candidates, or he's only going to have one or runner-up. Also, you might be wondering, why is it a white screen and you have it all the way up here? It's because Fox will... I'm going to see if they'll strike this video or copyright claim it. If I have it as a full screen video, all the way in the background, they're definitely going to copyright it. So I'm going to see if they do it here. If they do copyright it, then I'll just be like, oh, well, I have nothing to lose at this point because they're going to copyright it, and then I'll go back to that. But I just want to see if that ends up getting copyrighted right up there. And yeah, without further ado, we can get into this. We know he's a LeBron guy, so let's see if he has LeBron as his MVP, even though I think it should be Joel Embiid, but we'll get into that, see if he actually has LeBron.
NBA awards. We can start with the MVP. This one, you're going to say, oh, Nick, I haven't been watching. You're going to give it to LeBron. Point of order. Last year, I said the league MVP should have been Giannis.
All right. I mean, I don't even know if I would LeBron. Would I have him 2? KD hasn't played in a little bit. Maybe LeBron 2. I would have Embiid 1, LeBron 2, and then Durant, Jokic, Kawhi, Curry outside of that. But I don't know. I mean, they are the 2 seed. I can't get mad at LeBron, but I think it should be Embiid's award. But then it's all right, LeBron's always in the conversation every year, but he never ends up getting it because maybe he'll go to Giannis, maybe he'll go to Harden, maybe he'll go to Curry. I don't know. I won't get too upset with the LeBron pick because he'd be my number 2, but I think it should be Embiid.
LeBron. The year before, I said it should have been Giannis. I do not vote for LeBron every single year.
But LeBron shouldn't even have been in the conversation last year. It should have been Giannis' sole award. So it's not like, oh, I picked Giannis. Yeah, because that was the pick. I don't care if you thought it should have been LeBron. That's a really bad argument.
This year, though, it is undeniable. They are the best team. They have the second best record. He's been there every night.
They're the best team. Okay. If you want to do that. But then, I don't know, because Westbrook got it as a 6th seed. So you could say they're the best team, but the second best record. I mean, I think MVP should go to a top 2 record in each conference, so I'm fine with that. It's just he kind of counteracted what he said, I guess. Let's move on.
Anthony Davis still has some odd bubble hangover, it would appear, and it does not seem quite like himself. They have the number 1 defense in basketball. He is giving you 25, 8, and 8 every...
See? Okay, I'm going to pause it because last year, it wasn't a problem that LeBron had another top 10 player on his team to help his case. But this year, it does. It only goes in the favor. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a hater. He's my number 2 pick. He's my number 2 pick. I'm sorry. We'll move on.
He's shooting, at last check, was shooting better than Steph from 3. He's been brilliant for the best team. He's your league MVP. So what's the next award? Other than LeBron James, who's the league MVP.
What a troll.
And Joel Embiid, by the way, is the only guy I believe right now, and it could change. The Nuggets win a bunch of games. Jokic could get involved. When Durant comes back, he doesn't miss any more time the rest of the way, then he could get involved. But right now, the only person who has any type of argument for MVP over LeBron is Joel Embiid. The Sixers have been the best team in the league. When they've had their full starting 5, they're damn near undefeated. He has been sensational this season. What's he averaging? 29 points per game, a career high. He's been great throughout the season. And the Sixers are showing you, with the addition of Doc Rivers, and I would say with Daryl Morey emphasizing the need of shooting, I think they're 15-4 when Seth Curry plays, how dynamic this offense can be. And even though Ben Simmons still isn't shooting threes, he's creating threes, but it all starts and ends for Philly with Embiid. He's been their best offensive player. He's been their best defensive player. They've been the best team in the East. So your non-LeBron MVP so far is Joel Embiid.
Okay.
Next, the next award is
So it's not going to be the typical like rookie of the year stuff for the way he's going about it. So the overachieving team, the Jazz. I mean, you could have threw the Knicks in there, maybe the Cavs. I don't know. Maybe the Spurs, maybe the Thunder. The Jazz, I think that's. I don't really think they're an overachieving team because they should be a top 5 seed. Like, they're talented enough for that. Maybe a team like the Spurs, no one really thought would make the playoffs, and they're in the hunt. I don't know. I think the Jazz, I don't think I would pick them for that.
Utah Jazz have won 16 of 17 games. I think they have lost one time since Shaq told Donovan Mitchell, you're a fake superstar, Donovan. Yeah, I like you, but not really. I was actually kind of trying to motivate you. But that's not why they're overachieving. The reason I consider them an overachieving team instead of just an excellent team is because this wasn't what was supposed to happen. Remember, Donovan and Rudy Gobert had legitimate, actual beef at the stoppage of last season.
I think that was just like tensions in the air, the pandemic and everything, and the media blew that out of proportion. Like they do with everything.
They hadn't gotten along previously, and then the coronavirus stuff really did seem to put a real separation.
And they could make up. That's the thing.
When they suffered the heartbreaking type of loss that they suffered in the postseason, if everyone remembers the Nuggets for beating the Clippers, but the Nuggets almost didn't beat the Jazz. The Jazz had a three-pointer at the buzzer of Game 7 to win that series. They didn't, despite Donovan's multiple 50-point games in that series. So the Jazz go home in round 1. There's concern, are they going to trade Gobert? Are they going to max out Gobert? The Mike Conley move, is that really going to work out? And what they have been so far this year is utterly brilliant. Now, do I think they can beat the Lakers? No, of course I don't. But Donovan Mitchell ascending, Rudy Gobert continuing to be one of the 2 or 3 best defensive players in basketball. The rest of the roster doing exactly what you're seeing. And Ingles knocking down threes. Conley playing good ball. That's why the Utah Jazz have the best record in the league. And that's why right now they're the most overachieving team.
I don't know. Like I said, I would pick like a different team like the Spurs or the Cavs or the Knicks or the Thunder as overachieving. Not saying that's anything bad about that, but just not where they were supposed to be. Like the Jazz are still talented enough to be a top team in the Western Conference regular season record-wise. So I disagree.
The opposite of that.
Yeah. Dallas, you can have Toronto. You can have multiple underachieving teams. Dallas, Toronto, Miami, Washington. I think those are 4 good ones.
This one hurts. My large adult Slovenian son.
I mean, I had Luka as my MVP and the Mavericks as the 2 seed, so I look like a fool in this as well. Don't worry.
This is going to sound like an excuse, and it's because it is an excuse for Luka. I have on good authority that Luka did not think the season was going to start as early as it did. Everyone's like, why is Luka out of shape? Because he thought the season was going to be starting around now. And instead it started before Christmas, so Luka comes in out of shape. But what's more disappointing for the Mavericks is they have not built on the momentum of last season, where Luka was MVP candidate in year 2, where they took the Clippers to 6 games, where they got real playoff experience, and where seemingly they should have and would have learned, guys, the offense can only take us so far. They were the number 1 offense, not in the league last year. They were the number 1 offense in league history last year. And they went
offensive rating wise, yes.
Because they couldn't get any stops. And they weren't particularly good in close games. They haven't improved on either of those areas that much. And the offense is no longer the greatest offense in the history of basketball. And Luka, everyone's preseason MVP pick, yours truly included, while he's really, really good, he hasn't taken the year 2 to 3 leap I would have hoped, and it's not talked about because his shot looks fine. But Luka shooting right around 30% from 3 is going to cause some trouble for them. He's got to get that going. I told you, he's my large adult Slovenian son. We worked on that in our driveways in inner Slovenia for years and years. I thought he would be better at it by now. And the loss of Seth Curry has been a big one for them. The Mavs, I had them in the conference finals. Right now, they're the 14 seed. They got to get it together immediately.
Let's go Knicks 2021 pick, baby.
Next category, I should say.
Defense, yes. Some bench play, yes. Out of the elite teams, like if you're talking Philly, Milwaukee, Boston, and Brooklyn in the East, they probably have the most concern just because of their defense. I still think they'll be in the conference finals. But, yeah, I get it. I mean, most concerning, though, I would probably have the Heat or the Raptors there. But, because the Nets are still going to be really good. I get that. I get it.
The most concerning. We talked about it a few minutes ago, so I don't have to belabor this point. The Nets are not, before the show, we were going over this with the great Herd staff, the Herd producers. They're like, Nick, why wouldn't the Nets be the underachieving team? Because they're not underachieving. They don't have the ability to guard people. That's not underachieving.
And they just lost to the Pistons as well. Credit no KD, but still.
This is, it's not underachieving if you can't dunk a basketball and you're 5'6". It's accurately achieving. They're concerning because they not only can't guard anyone, they have no way to fix it.
So I guess he's not going to do like Rookie of the Years and Most Improved. I was intrigued to see who he would have on those. I'm guessing he would have probably LaMelo, and LaMelo is the Rookie of the Year, so that would have been, I guess, as interesting because we already know who the Rookie of the Year is at the moment, LaMelo. So his most actually, maybe he'll clarify on this.
Player, Jaylen Brown. What's the opposite of patting yourself on the back? Kicking yourself in the butt? I don't know. I would do that, but I'm sitting. I once called Jaylen Brown a homeless man's Kawhi Leonard.
Okay. But if this is his most improved, interesting choice. Jaylen Brown over Christian Wood, Jeremy Grant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chris Boucher, Mikal Bridges. All right. Julius Randle even. But he's broken out this year. Credit, it's been a little bit of his numbers have been better because Tatum hasn't been playing, but still, Brown has been fantastic this year. No doubt about that.
Jaylen Brown's been spectacular. Now, the Celtics haven't been great as of late. They have some structural issues. But Jaylen Brown has been the best player on this team.
I still think it'd be the Nets or the Clippers, and then I would put Sixers at 3.
Challenge to the Lakers. It's
my
not
opinion.
The Clippers, but the Clippers are lurking. Clippers are better than they were last year. It's not the Nets for the reasons I explained already. It's not the Jazz or the Nuggets. And I know Jazz and Nuggets fans are going to say, oh, this is small city bias, East Coast bias. No, it's because in your heart of hearts, you know this. Neither Donovan Mitchell nor Nikola Jokic can be the best player in a playoff series against LeBron and have that thing even go 6 games. You guys know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. The Sixers are a little different now. Ben Simmons can guard LeBron somewhat credibly. If there's a real challenge, it would be the Philadelphia 76ers. Give me the last one. I think we have one more. I might be wrong. Do we have one more? Oh, yeah.
Best player on a new team. Yeah, probably wouldn't be John Wall. Probably wouldn't be Russell Westbrook. Probably wouldn't be any rookies. So I guess, Chris Paul.
Shout out to the point guy.
Maybe Drew Holiday. But yeah.
CP3. Everything everyone said about Chris Paul going to the Suns has been proven true. His numbers are good, but not overwhelming. But he's teaching them how to win. He is helping them carry the momentum from the bubble into the regular season. Top 4 seed currently in the West. CP3, the point guard, the best player on a new team.
So yeah, those were his awards. I guess I'd agree with most of them, but some of them I was like, I'll take Embiid over LeBron, and then put LeBron second, and then I would probably have like my not breakout player being Jaylen Brown. I would have that being like a Shai or Jeremy Grant or Christian Wood. Maybe it would be Jeremy Grant at this moment, and then most overachieving team, it wouldn't be the Jazz. It'd be a couple guys lower than that. But yeah, that is gonna be for me. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with anything I said or what Nick Wright said down below. And yeah, make sure you check out my new channel. Link in the description. I already uploaded a video there, and I'll be trying to do daily uploads as much as I can over there if you enjoy any football content. But yeah, I love you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.